Hello there, this is CAN Kenan from Kenan Place, and today we're going to play part 26 of No One, absolutely no one but you. And me and my friends and family, but no one, actually it's no one but Mac. Alright, let's just go into the game and see what's it with Mac and Mr. Katsuna. Over the days since Mac first encounter with Mr. Katsuna, life passed by in a miserable a fashion as I feared. With our class paralyzed by our new teacher, homeroom teacher, tension were unusually high, causing everyone, without exception, to feel on the edge. Shiro remained absent. Yui started skipping class more than ever, and Ryo spent an inordinate amount of time outside the principal's office. We all felt the hostility, concern, and jealousy that had become commonplace in our peaceful classroom. Hostility from the guys, concern from maybe Yui, jealousy from the guys, and maybe love from the female, right? He did not mention about the love, right? The love from the female in the classroom to Mr. Katsuna. But beyond that, beyond our petty disagreement and differences of opinion, one person suffered from this situation more than others. Our class representative, Meg, could you fetch some more chalk and another duster if you would? Okay. Oh, and stay after class a while, would you? I need some assistance with other matters. Fine. Whoa, they just say fine. She should say sure, right? Fine is like so attitude. Mr. Katsuna caught on Mac frequently for even the most menial of tasks, giving the other girls reason to be jealous of Mac while also making her uncomfortable. Other students offered to help out, with some asking why Mac was always being singled out, but the answer was always the same. It's the class representative's responsibility. By claiming that it was a job, Mr. Katsuna continued to use Mac's position against her, keeping her after class, telling her to meet him early and pushing Mac's friends away. Mr. Katsuna, if you need help after class, I'll be happy to. No, Mr. Naito. That's quite alright. I'm sure your class representative can handle it. You always say that. Stop picking on Mac and ask someone else for once. 2 weeks detention, anyone else? Wherever possible, I tried to inject myself into the situation. So did some of the boys from our class. Although our reasons differed, they didn't want Mr. Katsuna to be alone with Mac any more than I did, and they were prepared to be suspended for their effort. Is Mr. Katsuna really preying on Mac or something like that? And come on, Mac is your girlfriend, right? And it may be a good thing too, because you say Mac is spending far too much time with you, right? But no matter how much we tried, Mr. Katsuna would find an excuse to pull Mac away, keeping her from her friends and boyfriend alike. Feeling guilty over previously wanting to spend less time with Mac, I did my best to seek her out outside of class. Every day I would visit her in the student council room and offered to walk her home. However, ever since the day he showed up, Mac hasn't been the same. Just where does he get off telling everybody in class to vacate so he can talk to Mac in private? I had my suspicion about Mr. Katsuna from the moment he showed up, but now I can't stand him. Worse, Mac refused to say a word. We barely see each other at all now, and when we do, it's like she's not even Mac. I reflected on the thought for a moment, wondering precisely when Mac being herself became a good thing. For a while there, I wanted nothing more than time away from Mac, or for her to calm down and act like a normal person. But for now, with Mac so gloomy and withdrawn, I realized how stupid I was. I liked Mac the way she was, the loud, clingy, boundary challenged girl who hugged me out of nowhere, not this gloomy introvert girl who jumped at her own shadow. I want the old Mac back, and if she does return, I will never resent her again. Well, looks like this situation might be good for their relationship after all. Overcome by the need to talk to Mac, I returned to our classroom, and the one which Mr. Katsuna had ordered us all to leave. From outside, I could faintly hear Meg talking to our teacher. As I pressed my ear against the door, their voices became clear. For the last time, I'm not going. Oh, and why is that? You are the only girl in class who hasn't come to see me, you know. Liar. You may have some of my classmate food, but most of them know better than to trust you. Besides, why the hell would I ever want to see you? Even now, I'm suppressing the urge to vomit. You little bitch, your mouth is full, as foul as that of your miserable sister. Oh, she has a sister? And the teacher just called her bitch. Don't you dare talk about her. Miss Mac and Mr. Kasuna continued to argue back and forth, further provoking one another with every word. I missed out on whatever started the exchange, but I could tell it was only to get more heated. Fine then, I guess I have to just spend break with one of your more sensible classmates. You mean one of the idiots who can't see past your smile and into your black heart? Now, that isn't very nice. What would your classmate think if they heard you calling them idiots? They wouldn't want me to let that little slip of tongue get out, would you? Go to hell, I don't care what you say. If you say so. Setting off to make good on his promise, Mr. Katsuna left the classroom through the doors at the front of the room, leaving Mac all alone. Once I was sure he was out of earshot, I opened the doors at the back of the classroom, then quietly entered. Mac, Hedy, what are you doing here? I thought you left with the others. I did, but I came back for you. I was worried about you, Mac. Yeah, right. You say you were worried, but you were just standing there, out there eavesdropping, weren't you? Mac, that's not what I don't want to hear it, Hedy. I've done everything in my power to help you, to please you, to get close to you, and how do you respond? The second your girlfriend is in trouble, you pretend not to notice. You turn the other way like it's not your problem. And you know what? If that's how it's gonna be, then I don't need a boyfriend like you. Whoa, chill, man. He's here, right? The fact that he's here means that he's concerned about you, right, Mac? Mac darting out the door, brushing past me with force unbefitting her frame. Mac, wait! I called out to Mac, extending my arm towards the air as she quickly escaped my view. You know what? You can chase Mac, right? Before I raised my arm, I knew that she was gone. Well, Hedy seems... he's not a guy who has a really strong character though. Yep. Because, he can't protect his girlfriend when the girlfriend's being bullied. And at the same time, in our previous series, Yui saved him, right, from some bullies. I ran in the hallway, trying to catch up with Mac. Oh, alright, he finally started running. Unfortunately, I had no idea which direction she had headed in, nor did I know where she might go. The only places I could see her returning to were home or the student council club room. With those two locations in mind, I turned my attention to the club room, preparing myself to chase Mac. But as I tried to run after, my legs wouldn't move. I wanted to chase her, I really did, and yet, she's right. I saw what that bastard was doing, and all I did was put up a feeble passive resistance which got me nowhere. Yes, that's got you nowhere. When those two were arguing, I didn't step in, I just listened, curious about the relationship they shared. And worst of all, when Mac first started acting gloomy, I was glad. I was happy that my girlfriend was depressed. I wanted her to be quiet and stay away from me. This whole time, I've been so unbelievably selfish. Not once have I truly thought about what Mac wanted or why she wouldn't tell me. As far as being a boyfriend goes, I utterly failed. Nope, not really. The fact that you went to the classroom to at least eavesdrop is what is happening, and the fact that you feel bad, you didn't really fail though. Right? Next day. Sorry. Alright. Wednesday. July Wednesday. Another week passed by since I spoke to Mac, and with it came further misery. My neighbor, the Amamiya family, Shiro and her parents packed up and moved out of the city, all without a so much as a goodbye. Rio got his first school suspension after raising his fist towards Mr. Katsuna, or at least the first I'm aware of, and hasn't been to class since. Yu has been attending on and off, but she outright refused to sit on any of Mr. Katsuna's classes, leaving her attendance spotty at the best. The only ones still attending are Mac, who refused to speak to me and myself, and the only person not taking any actions despite our current predicament. But while I haven't been actively engaging with Mac or our new teacher, I've been paying attention. I've been analyzing their schedules, following them around, making sure to be close at hand in case something should happen. Well, not bad, you're still a good boyfriend. And the way Mac has been acting lately is only a matter of time. Mac, I'm just asking you to. I say no. Don't you understand what the word means? Mac, that isn't an appropriate attitude for the class rep to take. Don't give me that. If the class rep means being forced to put up with you, I gladly quit. Oh, you betray your classmate due to your personal grudges? Huh. Mac discreetly glanced away before answering. I would never betray my classmate, but that doesn't mean I have to listen to whatever you say. Mac and Kasuna have been at one another's throat for the last few days at school, turning every question into a one-side shouting match. Our teachers play calm and cool, level-headed mediator, leaving Mac to shout until she seemed hysterical. As a result, people have stopped listening to Mac's complaint and choose to instead see her as a psycho who can't control herself. Actually, it does. For not only the class representative but also student council president to so blatantly refuse to listen to their teacher, like you count even as a teacher, you freaking pedophile. Mac, that is a rather rash accusation. I don't hope you have some proof to back up those words. Proof? Why, you filthy? Whoa, exactly. I think Mr. Katsuna laid his hands on maybe him and maybe her sister too. I mean her and her sister too. Innocent until proven guilty, Mr. Katsuna smirked to himself as the remaining time before our break depleted. Mac was running, fuming with her fist clenched by her sides, unable to say or to do anything as the bell cut their argument short. Unwilling to remain in his company a moment longer, Mac stormed out of the room, slamming the door on her way out. Geez, what's going into that girl? I know, right? I can't believe I used to think she was cute. Honestly, how could she say such careless things? Mr. Katsuna has been nothing but kind since the moment he got here. To you girls maybe, but yeah, Mac doesn't seem to be going overboard. Listening in on the chatters of the class, Mr. Katsuna continued to smirk as he casually made his way to the classroom door. Well, I suppose I better make sure Mac doesn't do anything stupid. It's a teacher's duty to look after his student after all. Well, this teacher is quite smart, right? After saying that, Mr. Katsuna left the classroom, immediately heading to a student council club room. How nice, even after being abused like that, he's still worried about his students. We are really lucked out this semester, didn't we? Maybe not. Well, because the rest of you girls are quite dumb. When my classmate continued to sing praises of their favourite teacher, I followed his trail towards the student council club room. By the time I had arrived, a heated discussion had already resumed behind closed doors, giving me reason to pause before listening in. After hearing so many of the arguments recently, I'm not really sure I want to listen in on this one. It seems that Mr. Katsuna's sole focus is to get Mac alone, or perhaps to destroy her credibility so that nobody will come to her aid. True. Either way, his planning is succeeding. Mac barely has a single support left in our class, and even the boys are turning against her. If this doesn't end soon... Alright, this is a ghostly classroom. Sigh, Mac. Don't call me that, you creep. In fact, stop calling me by my first name. Oh, come on now, don't be like that, Mac. Your sister never mind me calling her by her first name. And that too. I told you many countless times not to mention her. I'm not allowed to talk about my former students. That's rather rough. As an educator, I take pride in my precious students. Alright, this Mr. Katsuna needs to be slapped. Even those who never make it to graduation? Whoa, so Mr. Katsuna has sabotaged her sister so much that her sister didn't make it to graduation? You son of a mother shit. Whoa, calm down, Mac. If you go any further, you might wind up getting suspended, you know. Don't tell me, right now a few days from school sounds like a dream come true. Sai, it saddened your teacher to hear how much you dislike coming to school. Perhaps you prefer if we get some private lessons? Not on your life, you freaking pedophilic psychomaniac. I know better than to listen to a damn thing a pedophile like you has to say. Mac, as I said before, it's best to have some proof before you throw around such accusation. A girl could get into a lot of trouble making stories like that, like those, you know. Don't give me that. I know what I say, you murdering pedophile piece of shit. Again, you called me that. Do you have any idea how much I suffered because of your spiteful words? For the first time since Mr. Katsuna began teaching our class, he looked genuinely angry, slamming his face on the desk and yelling at Mac. Do you know how hard it was to get another job in the teaching after what you did? How many asses I had to kiss to get my old job back? You ruined my life. Yeah? Well, at least you still have your life, you murdering pedophile. Oh, that's it. Come here, you little what, sir? The moment Mr. Katsuna took a step forward, I opened the door to the student council room. He stared at me blankly for a moment, as did Mac, without saying a single word. What's the matter? Oh, is it? I raised the cell phone in my hand, showing the camera clearly pointing towards Mr. Katsuna. After following this 2 days after that, I knew there had to be a way to catch him out, and so obvious it may be, video evidence seems like the best course of action. Hey, what's wrong, guys? Shy in front of camera? That's a pity, the video is uploading real time, so there won't be any overdoers. The only question is now, do I set the video to be public? Mr. Katsuna to scroll me angrily, both enraged by my interference and unsure what to do next. Brad, you best keep your nose out of business that doesn't concern you. That's good advice, teacher. But this does concern me. After all, what kind of heartless teacher would stand by and watch his girlfriend? What kind of heartless bastard would stand by and watch his girlfriend get attacked like this? Mr. Katsuna narrowed his eyes in response to my proclamation. Girlfriend? Aiki? That's right. I may not look like it, but I'm Mac's one and only. So as long as I'm around, you never lay hand on her. Mr. Katsuna continued to glare at me as I spouted cheesy line after line. True, that's quite cheesy, right? But that's quite nice if you're the girl, though. But rather than retaliate, he slowly clenched his fist, then took a deep breath. Sigh, I understand. I'll take my leave. Eerily calm and complacent, Mr. Katsuna didn't put up a fight as he left. He glared at me once again, as well as the phone in my hand, then quickly left the room, shutting the door behind him. Oh man, I can't believe that worked. I thought I was going to wet myself for a minute there, but I actually put it off. Well, you know what? That means you have courage. You know what? Yes, courage means the ability to overcome fear, you know. You were scared there, but you still did it. I was recording everything like I said, but that line about uploading a video in real time was complete bluff. If Mr. Katsuna had taken my phone, Heidi. Whoa, love story dragging me away from my thoughts. Heidi called my name. I print screen this, seems like good thumbnail. Her tone of voice was calm, yet sad, completely different than the careless, angry tone she had adopted since we last spoke. Mac, don't say it, Heidi, please, just don't. No matter what, I don't want to hear your apology. Before I could finish my sentence, Mac cut me off, already aware of what exactly I wanted to say. Damn, too late I guess. Not that I can blame Mac after everything I've done or failed to do. There's no way that she would. After all, you have nothing to apologize for. I don't. But you said last time that I know what I said, and I don't think that I was wrong to say it. But the truth is, it was misdirected. I wasn't angry at you, Heidi. I was angry at myself. I completely shut you out and lashed out at you for not understanding. I let that man get under my skin. and allow history to repeat itself, then does that mean you're ready to let me in? Whoa, so sweet, right? It's not something I feel comfortable about telling people about, especially not that he's back. But you deserve to know, Heidi. If only one other person knows the truth, I want it to be you. Alright guys, seems like we're gonna know the truth soon. But since we have just crossed the 20 minutes mark, seems like the truth has to be in the next episode or the next part. Alright, thank you for watching. If possible, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you in the next part. Thank you for watching. Bye. Whoa. Did you get scared? Well, subscribe to my channel and I promise you'll never get scared again. Or watch more videos and you will be able to find your peace in life.